Welcome to part 2 of my dining table on a budget series. In part 1, we left off with Denise, our beautiful new dining table. As great as a table is, without chairs, it's basically a mobile kitchen counter. So I searched again for chairs online, in stores, and I ended up back on Facebook Marketplace. And I felt like I hit the jackpot on these 4 solid walnut chairs for $60. And it's like they were made for Denise. The only issues are the padding is almost non-existent. The fabric is super old, dusty, and very dirty. The pattern and color of the seats is not my style. So what did I decide to do? Reupholster them myself with no tools or experience because good enough is not good enough for me. And I get to learn a new skill. Major disclaimer, if you are a professional reupholsterer, please skip this video. I'm just a girl trying new things. Now that we have that out of the way, I went to the nearest Goodwill and I found this set of curtain panels with a beautiful neutral beige color and a strong durable fabric. I also ordered a 1-inch thick foam pad online and I bought a heavy duty staple gun and staples from Canadian Tire. And that's all I needed to begin. Most chair seats are attached from the bottom of a chair, so I located the screws and separated all 4 seats from the chairs. I cut through the old dusty fabric with a regular kitchen knife in an X shape. And then I ripped it off section by section, making sure to carefully pull the staples out along with the fabric. Then I inspected the condition of the original padding, and I just kept thinking, no wonder they're so uncomfortable to sit on. From some videos I've seen, you can sometimes reuse the old padding, but this is a no from me. We're just keeping the wood seat. I then make sure I remove all of the remaining staples, and now the wood is ready for the new upholstery. Next, I slightly over-trace the seats on the 1-inch foam so that you don't feel the edge of the wood when you sit on it. Then I cut it into shape. In hindsight, I overtraced a bit too much, but it's not a big deal. For the next step, I had to make sure it was actually comfortable and it won my approval. Next, I placed the curtain fabric on the floor to cut 4 equal pieces for each chair. Then I placed them right side down on the table and put the wood and the foam in the center. Now for stapling, I first place 1 staple on all 4 sides to hold the fabric in place and then I can adjust from there. However, using the stapler is not as easy as it seems. You need to apply a lot of force down on it to ensure that staples completely submerge into the wood. This was definitely the hardest part. After the 4 staples, I flipped it over to make sure the fabric is looking good and there are no major wrinkles. Then I move on to step 8. Some staples pull the fabric too tightly, so I removed them and stapled them again. After I was happy with the main 4, I moved on to stapling around the entire perimeter except for the corners, because those have a step of their own. I continuously flip the seat over to check the fabric and readjust the staples as needed. Now for the corners. The corners are a bit special since there's extra fabric that needs to be folded neatly. I place 1 staple in the middle of the corner and then fold each side and staple it down separately. Once all the corners are done and I was happy with how the fabric looks, it's time to cut the excess fabric off, add some extra staples where needed, and remove any excess staples. And we're done! It's time to reattach the seats back on the chairs, but first I had to admire my work a little bit. Here's a reminder of the original chairs, and a little reminder of the real before. And here are our almost brand new, modern, and extremely comfortable chairs. I love our new table and chairs. They bring me joy, they're useful, and I love that there's a story behind them. And another hidden benefit is the increased resale value. Let me know what you think in the comments and give me some name suggestions for these. Follow me for more ways to add value to your home. Salam!